Let's try, at least for this week that we have, until the very end of our convention period. Let's relate to that and imagine, think that we are in the upper world already and we are all corrected. Let's play with that. By doing so, we invoke a very powerful light that reforms upon us. Because this expression that we do want to be that way becomes a very powerful prayer. Again. In other words, we will try to always be on the right line in bestowal and love of friends, in wholeness, that we're quickly approaching the truth, the spiritual world, and we exist in it. And if we suddenly have thoughts about self-concern in this world, or we get upset at each other, or we something doesn't look well to us, we must forcefully go back to that state of seemingly being in spirituality and behave that way and think that way. This means to look at ourselves and with mutual assistance, showing each other how much we're about that, to play in the next world.
But in truth, only above reason are we in wholeness.
What does he want to say? He wants to say this: the more we envision ourselves in the spiritual world, already in spirituality, there's no problem. The upper light will influence us and we can be in spirituality, but it will be very, very subtle spirituality. And in order to have spirituality full of discernments, to actually see the spiritual world with many details, like we see in this world, through sight, hearing, touch, smell, taste, but only spiritual, and with many more discernments actually that we have here. In order to have that, what is done, we're being brought down from the upper reality, and then we have to rise back to it forcefully, and then we are taken down from it and we have to rise to it again. And by that back and forth and start and stop, we acquire something called the letters of the work, which refers to many new discernments, little discernments that join together, and by that we begin to realize and to feel what is the upper world.